honestly, before we start, I want to say this is like the dumbest idea we fucking had.
This idea?
Yes.
Yeah, if it's just like a cold open, it's like
No, my face itches so much, and I
oh.
hate any time.
I feel great. I mean, I'm hot, but I feel great.
The other thing I was thinking, maybe we just don't reference the costumes at all.
No, let's just run for it. Welcome back to a very I'm kidding, it's not spooky. Episode of Color Break. This is issue number 31. It's our Halloween issue, so we have decided to not talk about anything Halloween related because we couldn't figure out a topic, couldn't figure out a spooky guest, and it was too much work, and we're just not like that in this podcast. So in this episode, I'm of course Comic Book Stash, just as I was in the last episode. And I'm accompanied here by my friend, Cody. Cody Collects.
Dude.
That is actually his last name.
Let's get this party started, guys. Got the Coke Zero. Just cracked it.
This man does not want any sugar in his system.
Dude, we're getting crazy tonight, guys.
I got sparkling water, so I'm not doing any better.
Oh, nice.
And we are also joined by our good friend, Ivan.
Hi.
Euro's Gift, also on TikTok, whenever he decides to post.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know how much of Euro's Gift I am anymore.
It's fading away because it's been, 4 months?
It's almost been that, yeah.
How long has it been since he's a guest, Christian? Was it like 27 or something? It was pretty recent.
It was beginning of or end of July.
Oh wow, it's been a while then. Jeez.
Yeah, because it was when we watched The Flash.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
So
that's right, and the strike and everything. That's right.
Damn, I haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, I feel like it's like we're whoever's in England, I'm sorry, but it's like like the Queen, like they would just like Euro's Gift is barely hanging on, but we still bring him on just for official affairs.
You not love me, Christian?
I love you. Some people love the Queen.
Christian, what are the topics for this episode, my man?
The topics for this episode are first of all, big one. There's two topics. I don't want to say we have this long list because we really don't. We're gonna talk about announcements from New York City Comic Con, which me and Cody actually were super lucky to not attend.
Yeah, me either, man. Shit,
the FOMO.
The FOMO was real, honestly. I keep seeing videos, and I'm like, I love Albert Loves Comics.
We could have saw Jorge
everyone,
Jimenez,
but I hate.
Dude, Christian, I'll be honest with you, buddy. I stayed off social media because I had such bad FOMO. I wasn't watching anybody's videos. I don't want to see any New York Comic Con content. I hate everybody that went, dude. I'll be honest.
The most annoying part of it was Jorge Jimenez going because he's like my favorite artist right now.
Yeah, bro.
The fact that he was there.
I was pissed. I was like, damn.
He also looked so happy. Shout out Jorge Jimenez.
Yeah, shout out Jorge Jimenez.
Dude, he's a legend.
Oh yeah, no, like when I think Batman, I think of him. Honestly,
like bro, there's not a minute where if something Jimenez is announced, Christian just goes look and I go, I'm fucking getting it. I like, yo, bro, like he's the one for me. Like,
he's the guy. Honestly,
him and Dan Mora right now for me, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Dan Mora. I mean, Dan Mora did Klaus, right? I mean, when we read Klaus, I fell in love with that art, and he's doing World's Finest right now. So
yeah.
I am not reading that, but hey, shout out to him.
I haven't started reading because I only have like.
I mean they're going back to. They're going back to Kingdom Come now.
No, yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be wild. Stuff. Not gonna read it though. Respect
Christian, though, I cut you off before you could say
The second topic is going to be we're gonna rank some suits. I mean, we gotta do something at least related to Halloween. So we're gonna rank the live action Batman suits. Because why not? We have nothing else to do, and we thought that'd be cool.
And definitely leave down in the comments other ideas you guys have. We want to do more like tier listy ranking type stuff. I think that stuff's pretty fun. So definitely let us know if you got any ideas.
We want to be bordering the line of just doing clips for TikTok and then having a full length podcast. Have you seen that? Before we get into our topics, have you seen podcasts that you see like clips on YouTube, and you're like, they don't record an hour; they just record this thing, and then that's it.
No, I don't know.
I've
know
seen
what
ones
you're
that they'll do like rankings, and I'm like, how many rankings can you do? Like that could not be your full episode. I'm sorry.
I don't know, dude. Sounds like you're calling someone out, but I have no.
I honestly don't know who I'm calling out. I've just seen it. Without further ado, New York City Comic Con, and I do want to give it to Cody to handle the official part because he is our the straight man.
Yep. I'll show you guys all the news.
Yeah.
All right.
It's better that you have the glasses though. Like it makes you look way cooler too.
What about my glasses?
Well, he looks like his are round, so those are nerd glasses.
So what do I look
All right,
like?
Christian.
You look cool as hell.
Enough of this jibber jabbing.
Shucks,
Worst
man.
hosting I've ever heard of. All right, New York Comic Con news, dude.
Let's
Let's get down and dirty.
What a lock.
What do you got?
Moving forward?
See, this one to start with, I guess the Krakoa era and the X-Men, I guess it's all ending. I don't know.
I know a lot
What
of
does that
people are
mean?
like disappointed. A lot of people are happy.
I haven't read
To
it.
me, maybe it means a good jumping on point. I don't know. What do you guys? Does anyone have any hopes for that?
I mean, I haven't read anything X-Men related at all, so this should be something for me to start on. I know for sure for me. I don't know if I think maybe Chris might be down to do that too.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into what I'm gonna read X-Men related in a second, actually.
Oh,
and I'm really excited.
Okay. But does this new era? I don't know. Does it do anything for you guys? I don't know. For me, I don't know if I'll be pulling Marvel at that point. I'm not sure. Maybe with some news that we got later on, maybe I'll start pulling some Marvel. But to me, this is sort of exciting if it means a new start. But I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
No
think
idea.
I've heard a lot of people be disappointed. And I think Krakoa has it can grow into something really cool. I know a lot of people are enjoying the Krakoa stories, but I'm not saying trust Marvel. I'm just saying let's see what happens.
Yeah, you guys gotta give it a chance, man.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously,
it's
we're not
about
like big
story.
X-Men readers here.
Yeah.
So go listen to Rocco Public Radio for all your X-Men related stuff. All right, guys.
Shout out to boy Rocco.
Next. Yeah. Next up, guys. I don't know. You guys reading Action Comics still?
No,
You guys still pulling that?
I stopped pulling it like 2 weeks ago.
I think I'm a
ago?
little too late to be reading like in the thousands, dude. I'm like, yeah, I'm
I
not.
mean,
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not gonna.
so the Action Comics, the way they break it down is, it's like issue 1000 whatever, but it's like a creative team will jump on and they'll do like their couple arcs. Like for the longest time, we had the War World arc,
yeah.
and that was really good. And that's Philip Kennedy Johnson, who's still on the Action Comics title. This is kind of him passing the baton to the next set of creative teams.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know is if anybody's like, to me, this kind of reads that maybe the Action Comics experiment that they kind of did earlier in the year, they tried to split it into essentially having 3 stories every issue,
Yeah.
which that's kind of a cool experiment. You know what I mean? Like you get a lot of bang for your buck. You pay $6, but you get like a huge issue that has 3 stories.
That's cool, but I feel like that's it's easy for people to get lost. Also, like
Yeah.
It's hard to jump into one story, let alone 3.
yeah.
100%. So yeah, to me, it kind of reads that maybe that experiment didn't work as well as they maybe envisioned it. And this is kind of the new creative team. Jason Aaron, who did a lot of work is doing a lot of work currently for Marvel. He's doing some more stuff with DC. So look forward to that, I guess, if you're into Superman stuff. Dude. Let's move to this one. This is the big news, guys. Elseworlds is coming back.
Ooh.
What do you guys think about this right off the bat?
I'm
Just from the
excited for
pic-
this.
Yeah,
the
I'm excited.
most.
Just from looking at the Batman pick right there, I'm like, yeah, I'm on it.
Right, because I think in the
It's like an Arkham
initial lineup, they call out Gotham by Gaslight as an example of, but it looks like it's coming back maybe.
Yeah, they're going to the universe.
Yeah.
The Kryptonian Age, they call it.
Oof,
Right.
sounds tough.
And then we have
Listen,
Batman
I love
the
anything
Barbarian.
that I love like Elseworld stories in general. Like even in Marvel, like Marvel 1602 is one of my favorite Marvel stories of all time.
Right.
I'm gonna check that out then.
Whenever someone says like, "Hey, let's grab the normal universe we got and let's make it silly," I'm like, okay.
So I mean, this Elseworld stuff really excites me too. I'm with you guys. I think for me, it's interesting because where did it go? Honestly, I mean, they've been doing Elseworld
Yeah.
stories this entire time. That like in this press release, they call out a new like spin-off to DC versus Vampires, which was an event that happened last year. Not an event,
Yeah.
but like a side story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's them fighting vampires. So they're doing a new spin-off in the DC versus Vampires, and then they're adding this Elseworlds label to it. Seems pretty cool to bring it back. I don't know where it went. I mean, we've been doing Elseworld stories this whole
Yeah,
time.
I mean, because
so.
we have DCs, so like I don't really
Yeah.
get where it went. I mean, I think it's a way for them to be like to get people excited because they could just
Yeah.
announce Gotham by Gaslight again and people get excited, but by mentioning Elseworlds, it's like,
Yeah.
guys, it's happening.
Yeah, it's definitely
You
more
know?
so like a marketing move.
It's definitely a marketing move. I don't think it's anything other than that.
Here's the other question I have for you guys. What, in your opinion, what does this mean for DC Black Label? Do you think they'll continue to do Black Label, or is everything that's currently Black Label like these kind of spin-off stories, right? Like maybe they take place in their own universe, or it's just that they're not worried about the continuity.
The way I
Yeah.
look at I look at Black Label, it's not necessarily. I mean, they're definitely Elseworld stories, but it's more like just darker stories in general. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's more of a tone thing.
Right. More of like
Yeah.
an adult. Like to me, it's kind of like more for an adult
Yeah,
readers.
definitely. I think it's definitely the tone,
Mhm.
and it makes it more adult. I mean, like I don't think we could get something like Gargoyle of Gotham, which is like a extremely dark story, and like just normal DC because they will do violent things but censor them in some way.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like just how they present the stories is different, and so I think like Elseworld has like kind of a little bit more of a lighter tone than Black Label. So I don't think they're gonna stop with them in the end of it.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, I think them keeping it both going. I think there's a lane for all these different stories to fit into Black Label or Elseworlds, whatever. So yeah, that exciting stuff. I mean, like in this lineup, they have a ton of cool stuff. We're going back to Dark Knights of Steel, which is another
Which I love.
Elseworld
Yeah.
story that
love Dark Knight
finished up this
Steel.
year.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the art itself is beautiful. Like that book itself, just like not even if you want to read it for the content itself, just looking at the quality of the artwork is amazing.
Yep, I agree with that. So yeah, DC Elseworlds coming back.
Yeah, and I will say, Batman, what's it, Barbarian?
Yep.
Sounds incredible. I
Yeah,
don't know
I mean,
much
just that
about
name
it.
is. I just sounded
Yeah,
off.
just the name. You
I
don't
don't
need
know
to
why,
know
but it
more,
makes me
right?
think of like the Jurassic Justice League a little bit.
The Jurassic League.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jurassic League. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, immediately when I read that, I thought of Conan the Barbarian. So I wonder if it's gonna be like paying like heavy homage.
Yeah,
like
probably.
it's
That'd be
Conan,
cool.
but he's like Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne essentially.
Oh no,
That'd be cool. I
definitely.
mean, I'm down for that. Honestly, I don't know much about Conan, but like I said, I love weird ideas with normal characters.
Yeah. So listen, I'm excited to go back to Dark Knights of Steel. DC versus Vampires was a lot of fun too. A lot of good stuff there.
I gotta read that one. I mean, DC Deceased is pretty good.
Right.
Didn't read Vampires, but I mean, I'm sure it's great. The art, I mean, every like picture I've seen from that run looks just incredible.
All right, dudes.
I know
next
that this
up.
technically isn't like on topic, but I just saw it pop up. Kaiju number 8. I can't wait to watch that fucking anime because I've been loving
They
that.
just announced a new thing.
Yeah, they're announcing they're gonna make an anime for it, and I've been reading that motherfucker. And I
Oh.
love it.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude.
We got our anime boy right here that can give
Wait,
us.
did I just have that on the screen real quick?
Yeah, it was right there. Kaiju number 8 is streaming exclusively on Crunchyroll next spring. Fucking
That's
win
cool.
for the anime boys around here. I mean, if you read it,
right. That's cool. I've heard a lot of good things about Kaiju number 8.
Maybe we will watch it for the show.
oh,
Good.
yeah,
It'd be a cool thing, you know.
Gotta do
Get
some more
ready.
anime stuff for
Yeah, you could bring
Get
back that
involved, dude.
the other guy. I forgot his
It's
name.
just an
Damn.
no. It's just an excuse
Oh,
to
you
get you
seen?
on the
Yeah.
show. I mean, we love you,
Oh,
scene. Don't get me wrong, but this one's for you, buddy.
that's so
I do hate
cute.
auto playing videos. I'll tell you that right now. But all right, we've got DC reveals first look at the DC Powers anthology. So
That I
this
do
is the
not know.
I
Cody,
think if
tell
I'm
us.
not mistaken, isn't this they have it like every year where it's the celebrating like black creators and black superheroes. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I mean I don't know enough about.
I think it's like the Pride. Like they do one
Oh,
for Pride and then they do one for
because for me, like
Black History Month, I'm pretty
I
sure.
feel like this year I've like gotten more into DC than last year.
Mm.
So because I definitely know Marvel has Marvel voices, which I have never picked up, and maybe I should.
Right.
But I don't know much about what DC is doing in that front.
I got you. Yeah,
Like,
so right, so DC Power every year they have it's just like an anthology, huge square bound book, like maybe half the size, not half the size of a trade, but in that kind of vein. And then it's celebrating black superheroes, black creators. So yeah, a lot of good stuff there.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
No,
they
I'm
do it
kidding.
every year. So I mean, people were expecting it, right? So
I am obligated. I'm not gonna.
You have to, Ivan.
No, I'm definitely gonna read it.
a lot of cards. If you're into covers too, they have a lot of covers for the Power and the Pride. A lot of alt covers for that. Just scrolling
Okay,
through
who's
here.
there? I see electricity.
What the top one? The top one got Signal, John Stewart. We're not gonna go through. We're not going through all of them, guys. It's making
Every one of them, bro. It's like three of them. It's on the front page. Straight electricity.
Three of them
Yeah.
have electricity powers. That's cool.
Fuck me, dude. What
That's
happened to
rough,
Val
dude.
Zod, by the way? I know nothing about him. Even in John Kent's story, he's
I
even
think
there for like,
he showed up, yeah, in like 1 or 2 issues for John.
and that
Kent.
was it. Like,
Yeah, maybe he
Yeah.
died. I don't know.
He was doing a lot of stuff in the Justice League Incarnate. So when they were doing the lead up to Justice League Dark Crisis, all the Dark Crisis stuff.
Oh, okay.
He was a pretty big player in that.
yeah, he was about to.
so-
Him and Kara had a little thing.
Right. All right. Next Marvel event, the crossover called Blood Hunt.
Ooh,
Oh.
Blade. I think I saw one.
Yeah, it's
mean-
mostly focused on Blade, Avengers, Moon Knight. Sounds like.
I know that Blade is in this week's issue of Miles
Yeah,
Morales.
he's on the cover.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys reading that new Blade series?
I haven't read it yet because I'm not fully unpacked here. You can see the box.
Yeah, it's one of those things
Yeah.
where I can tell you, yeah, I bought it. I didn't buy it, but I could say I bought it. And
He was there with me when I bought it, so that's like
yeah, that I can say that. I was there when Ivan bought it, and I was like, hey, Ivan, you should buy that.
and I was like, why do you think that? Why should I?
Because you like Blade.
I was like, oh, is that the only reason?
And you can't tell me anything, Ivan. What are your 3 favorite superheroes?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Dude, okay, so the thing about this though, right, that I found super funny. Well, so first off, I guess it sounds like this event's gonna be spearheaded by Jed McKay, who's killing it right now. He's doing a ton of good stuff.
Moon Knight was incredible, so I trust him.
Yep. And he's doing a lot of the Avengers stuff right now as well. And I thought it was funny too. I can't remember the creator, but someone on TikTok was just complaining, like literally last week. It's like, why isn't Marvel doing anything with vampires, dude? There's so much good vampire stuff. Why aren't they doing it? And then they announced like 2 days later,
My man's a
this
prophet.
giant event. Yeah, right.
But it makes sense. A lot of the Moon Knight run by Chad McKay was vampires, like at
Right.
least one arc, and it was my favorite one. So
It's crazy how much there is vampire stuff in like Marvel in general. I don't think there isn't a single person that's been a vampire, low-key.
Yeah,
forgetting
that's true.
Morbius.
A lot of love from Morbius too. Everybody's a Morb head out there.
Yeah.
It's morbid time.
I will say
Yeah,
about
man.
Morbius, while Cody looks for the next topic, try to watch it. I try to give it its fair chance. I cannot get past the 20th minute.
The only thing
I
that
didn't-
made me finish it was I was like, not for nothing. Look, you can say what you want, but the VFX team went crazy. So I was like,
Right.
I'm just here for the effects. I'm here to see what they did this whole movie. Everything
That's
else that
something
has to
you
do,
gotta admit, dude. Right?
yeah,
Oh,
Because
100%.
both the
No, no.
Venoms definitely had good CG
yeah,
at least, right? So
they went crazy with
Cool.
the VFX and everything. So I was like, I'm gonna look at the effects. I'm not gonna care that the cultist is right there. I'm just gonna
Right.
watch this mid movie with Tyrese and call it a day.
Tyrese said it should win an Oscar, man.
Like no joke, or was he joking?
No.
He just realized after Baby Boy there really isn't much else on the table for an Oscar, so he's just saying shit. But I still love you, Tyrese. Don't worry, I listen to your music.
I listen to your music, dude.
Yeah,
We'll put it in
music
the
hits.
description. Should we? Should we?
I mean,
Y'all didn't know he made music back in the day. In the '90s, he was popping too.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There's actually
okay.
there's like a TikTok sound that was like him. That's a song, like a few of his songs that are going like viral.
You gotta send it to us, Ivan.
I'm not about to go through all my likes like that. That's way back in like almost last year. He didn't pop for that long. I'm not saying he had lengthy.
Don't send it to us, Ivan.
No,
You
now I'm
know-
gonna look for it. Now I'm gonna look for it because you said that. I see what you did. Reverse psychology. Well played.
You know something you won't have to look for anymore?
Yeah.
What happened in the alternate universe of Death in the Family or whatever? Like that's so like everybody knows the classic story of Death in the Family, right?
Yes.
This is the classic. Like people could call in or they would write in and they vote if they wanted Jason Todd to die or not. This is the classic. Of course, everybody wanted him to die.
That's
So
so
now-
crazy to me how they complain about what happened to Jason. Like, oh, it's so sad what happened to Jason. Meanwhile, everyone in that era say, yeah, kill that little fucker. Yeah.
They wanted it. They wanted him to die really bad.
And he died really bad.
Right. So, dude, they're not reversing it, obviously, but they're gonna show like an alternate story, an alternate version of what would have happened if. I don't know if they're going back to the archive. Like, okay, we had the story plan where he lived. I don't know if that's
Are they gonna go
finally
the
doing
route
it.
that like I think it was like a movie where it's like Death in the Family?
I think it was prepared by Jim Starling. I don't know if it was written, but maybe there was like an outline of what would happen.
I feel like preparing has to do with writing as well because it's like he's giving you the groundwork. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's like getting a recipe and then you have to cook. Hopefully they
Dude,
cook.
Here's the other thing, though, dude. There's a new kind of comic to collect or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So we have the facsimiles. Everybody knows those.
Yes.
They're calling this one a faux simile, like a fake simile.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like an
because they're just changing with the ending, right?
yeah, so it's like super meta. So it's like a facsimile edition of the original comic, like the cover, but then the interior will be a completely different story, never before told or whatever.
Oh, I thought they were gonna do like they show the same like story, but it's like a different ending to it.
I think I think it might be a little deeper than that.
Okay.
I'm excited. I mean,
I guess we'll have to see.
I honestly haven't read the Death in the Family, and like whoever wants to come for me, okay, cool, do it.
There's a movie. I think you can watch it.
It's too
Yeah,
late.
you get
man.
caught up.
It's too late.
Everybody knows the story though behind it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
the
what
thing.
mean?
I
It's
already
good
know he
recap.
died.
Jason Todd dies. Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
you need to know, really.
I
That's
don't
all you
need
need to
to-
know.
I don't need to read it.
The Joker tortured him, killed his mom and him. That's it. That's pretty much it.
What?
Here's the next
This is the part I'm
biggest
excited
news,
about.
dude. Yeah. So this is the news that I was referring to a little bit earlier, right? Marvel announces Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate X-Men. Who's hyped for this, dude?
I am. What you
I'm
mean?
hyped. I
Nice,
want
nice.
I want to hear something before we like move on, and I'll put this on the screen. Ivan, what's your opinion on that suit?
Which suit?
Look,
What suit are we
look,
talking
look.
about?
Talk about Black
Black
Panther
Panther.
suit. Look, all right, look,
Oh.
look. He's one of my top 3. So I love him dearly.
This one here?
Look, it would have been doable if they just close. I'm hoping the mouth closes in the comic because I'm hoping this cover is just doing him injustice because that looks fucking silly. Look at it. Look at it.
I got you. Yeah. 100%.
It's giving me. It's giving me Chris. It's giving me the fucking. What's his name? Why is his name slipping? Like Christian Bale, Batman. Like why am I seeing his mouth like that? Like it was just everything but up to there. I like, but it's just like, bro, change. I hope it's like a little thing, and they don't use it as much. Like he just talks through it. Like, I hope he doesn't pull it down enough unless like trying to kiss a baddie or something. Like that's the only time I want to see it taken down if it can go up.
Right.
I knew you had opinions on it, so I needed to hear your thoughts.
Cause what the fuck, yo? Like they were hitting on everything. I was like, okay, it's a new take. I like it. Then I finally finished panning, and then boom, I'm like, ew.
I like the fact that Khonshu was involved.
Khonshu's involved? Is that?
Do you think they're doing that because of the MCU? Yeah, the Moon Knight thing.
No, I think.
Wait, the Force known together is Moon. So is it like a combo? Like it's Moon Knight, Black Panther, and like one.
I don't know if they mean like them teaming up or he has both of the gods' blessings.
I think Moon Knight is like, I mean, reading this, it seems like he's trying to expand into Africa, and then Wakanda's like, nah.
Gotcha.
Black Panther, he's gonna stop you.
Gotcha. Okay, but I mean, it's not a Black Panther Moon Knight hybrid.
So what you're telling me is Moon Knight's trying to colonize a part of Africa.
That's what it sounds like.
It doesn't say colonize. It says brutally control.
Does it?
Yeah, it does say brutal control of the continent of Africa. They want to expand it.
Yeah, he gotta get packed up. What the fuck's wrong with this, Skepto?
Dude. This next part, though, dude,
this is mine.
Just the art is so beautiful. Jesus.
Ultimate X-Men, written and art/cover by Peach Momoko.
Yo, Christian has been bigging her up so much. I went and like looked at a lot of her stuff. Like, yo, she's sick,
dude. She has some experience doing an alternate take of X-Men. She has a series called Demon Days, where she does the art and writes for it, and I think some of them are X-Men. It's not focused on the X-Men. Some they're like different stories, right?
Yeah,
like different characters in a kind of shonen, kind of art style, old Japanese art style. But this is cool, dude. She's heading it up and writing and drawing, which I think is crazy.
I'm extremely excited to see this.
Yeah,
and then we got the other. I mean, the one I feel like everyone's the most excited about this one, but
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man, dude.
It's interesting because it does make you like think: are they like doing it again? Like, are they restarting it from zero or continue? Because they can't continue.
So that's my thing. Is I have no clue. So because I'm not up to date with Marvel, right? I'm gonna need someone to break it down for me, dude. I know there's a series right now called Ultimate Invasion that's doing some stuff, and it's recreating the Ultimate Universe, I think.
Yeah.
So I think this is a reboot, so it won't be the same.
Yeah.
It'll just be.
I can tell you, issue number 1 of Ultimate Invasion was great, and that's all.
I feel like
I was gonna ask, but
I feel like they might go start from a certain point, just looking from. I mean, I'm just looking from bias from the cover art, but it looks like it might be like an older Peter, not like from the.
Definitely looks older.
That doesn't look like a kid.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I like the implication. I'm a little bit like excited about the implication that it shows with like the different like kind of cover suits. I don't know if anybody y'all saw that on Twitter. Like it was like the black suit, Ben, 2099. And I was like, okay, are we getting like crossovers and that? And I'm just loving the art too. I'm excited.
I'm excited for all of these. I'm not excited.
I see what you mean, dude. Okay, see, they never say Peter. They never say Peter Parker.
Yeah, right? And it was like, okay, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it gave me like a Shattered Dimension vibe, and I love that game.
That's cool, dude. Those games were tight. Those Activision Spider-Man games.
Yeah, Cody, you know.
I know, dude.
By the second, I'm just thinking of how many pictures I'm gonna have to put up on the screen when I edit this. But at the same time, extremely excited because. Like,
wait, what? I thought you could do the screen share. No, whatever.
No. I'm gonna
do whatever you want. I give a shit.
We appreciate you, Chris.
I don't.
So this is exciting, guys. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna start picking up everything Ultimate Universe in the new year.
Oof.
and Immortal Thor, hopefully. Because I feel like
Yeah, I guess at that point I gotta figure out my pull list going into the new year, but I want to try to make room for at least Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men.
yeah, I feel it, and I'm trying to get into more indies. So we got that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're laughing at, dude, but
I was gonna be like, why not Ultimate Black Panther? What happened?
Well, dude, it's because the costume has his mouth open, dude. How am I gonna read this dude if his mouth's
Nah,
open?
look, I got Cody. I'm gonna get it. I got you. I'll let you know.
well,
That's why I didn't want to say it.
So, dude, for me, I don't know this creative team. That's the other thing. That's just my own ignorance. But like Brian Hill and I don't know. These names don't jump out to me. I'm not familiar with their work, so
I'm gonna look him
I
up.
don't know. If they've written some bangers, if they've done some art for some banger series, definitely let us know.
The names sound very white, but they're not. Thankfully,
They do.
All right, dude. This next one. Wait, what is this? New
Constantine.
John Constantine. Yep.
Ooh.
New series coming back. I mean, that's great. I think John Constantine's pretty cool. Every time he shows up as like a side character in something.
Yeah, I never cared for him, and then I watched very recently. I was like trying to catch up on the DC animated movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was in I think Justice League Dark.
Yes, bro. I watched that
was-
recently too.
He was so good in that. I was like, I gotta start picking up the books. Never did, but this is the perfect chance. This is the perfect chance.
Getting a good start on point. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And so here's the interesting thing I noticed right away, right?
Yeah.
So of course Aaron Campbell is attached or whatever, I think, if I'm reading this right. But I see something, Cy Spurrier.
Okay.
So right now, in 2023, October 19th, Cy Spurrier is doing a series over at Boom Studios called Damn Them All, and it's essentially a John Constantine book, but like he didn't have the, you know what I'm saying?
Wild name. It's a wild name.
So it's just interesting to me that now he's like, okay, I can do my John Constantine again. I can bring it back to DC, and it's actually going to be John Constantine instead of the spin-off, like the kind of paying homage to it, if I'm being honest with you. But
I wonder
that's
if he's
cool.
gonna see Constantine again.
Right, I wonder, dude. I think Constantine's cool, man. I just think the whole magic side of the DC
real
is
too,
pretty
right?
interesting.
Yeah, so I was referring to. I wonder if he's gonna see him because that thing that people say, like, oh, anyone who writes him sees him.
Yeah, have you heard that? Yeah, that everyone who's written like Constantine has met him in real life.
That's such like
I vaguely have heard of that.
Hey,
That's
look at that.
interesting,
We got in a spooky topic for the spooky episode.
I feel like it's an inside joke though. Like they just like, yeah, we'll say we saw him. But if it's not, that's crazy that there's maybe a John Constantine out there.
He says this. He says like when the email came through that we were able to continue writing John Constantine Hellblazer, he says that he heard a scraping metallic flick once, twice, 3 times the charm, and then a deep inhalation. He could almost smell the smoke and hear the words. You thought I was gone for good, mate. That's kind of spooky, dude. That's it right there, dude. He's seeing ghosts.
I'm gonna call my mom, dude. I don't.
Is John Constantine a poltergeist?
What if he actually is a ghost and he's like manifested his way into the real world
to tell us all the old stories of his past universe or some shit?
Where Batman
he traveled.
existed.
Yeah, he just went from fucking. He came from a different timeline. He's like, you guys are fucked. There's no superheroes here.
Second to last part of our news dump here for New York Comic Con. Warner Bros. Is teaming up with Dynamite for comics based on Thundercats, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Quest, Space Ghost, I guess Wizard of Oz as well. So it's like all the older properties they've got stored away.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is anyone excited for any of this
I'm
stuff?
excited for Space Ghost personally, and
Space
Wizard of
Ghost.
Oz. There's a really good Space Ghost book that I'm trying to get the information. I know Alex Frost did the cover, but it's like one trade paperback. It's not even a lot. It was a DC book actually, and it was written by Joe Kelly. and it's
So
out of this world. I really recommend it.
I think Space Ghost is cool too. That's one of the ones that jumped out to me. But then also I see here we got the Flintstones. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, the
But
Flint.
also I should add before we continue talking about this, it sounds like these won't be monthly comics, and they're gonna be just like stories for kids maybe. Like I know Marvel's been doing that recently where it's just like a smaller story marketed for kids. So I don't know.
I mean, at least I hope that at least like Space Ghost and Thundercats, they make them like like adults.
Yeah, I'm mainly excited for Thundercats.
Actually, Powerpuff Girls might be really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I did grow up
Right.
with that show, and like the
Yeah.
villains, or at least they're pretty cool. Fun fact:
Cora.
this is gonna be a fun fact for no one but me. But the Gorillas, the band, their
Oh.
bass player at some point went to jail, and the cartoon, and he was replaced by I think his name is Ace from Powerpuff Girls, the guy, the green guy.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's a little crossover. So
But like a fake digital.
yeah,
So you're saying the fake digital
the
Gorillas member went to jail?
yeah, the cartoon character went to
Nice.
cartoon jail and got replaced by cartoon Powerpuff Girls.
That is
character.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up
Um,
with the Powerpuff Girls too, honestly. So I might be into that too. I'm gonna be honest. There's a core memory of that Christmas episode where like they raced that girl to like the North Pole or some shit. Where I see it vividly in my head, and it's beaming through snow.
So, dude, yeah, not to get too off topic, but recently I noticed that I don't know if anybody watches cable TV. I'm probably the only one because it comes free with my apartment, so I have it on all day. But Adult Swim starts at 5 p.m. now.
What?
And
Nice.
they have this block from 5 to 7 where they're playing Dexter's Lab, they're playing Powerpuff Girls, they're playing Courage the Cowardly Dog. So yeah, I
And
don't know.
how you have cable? How often do you watch ridiculousness?
Not so much ridiculous. My parents do. My dad does.
Because ridiculousness.
How is it
is
not
like,
off the air? How is it not?
ridiculousness is on. Like if you look up the MTV schedule, it's
always
on.
on.
Like there's like a 30-minute break maybe when they're not playing it, but there's entire days that are just that show.
That's
crazy.
crazy. Like,
Rob
it's not.
Dyrdek's making
Cable
bank.
TV's a dumpster. It's like a landfill, dude. But
It's
I
terrible.
love it. I can't stop. All right, but that's our New York Comic Con news. Except for this last bit, it's a spooky rumor, guys. Spooky rumor.
Oh, tell me.
I couldn't find where I heard this,
That's
but
fair.
it seemed credible at the start. Maybe it was Bleeding Cool actually, which is a comic publication, so maybe there's some truth to it. Scott Snyder is coming to DC to do
yes,
like
yes.
the Ultimate Universe
Yes.
equivalent, but for
of
DC.
Yes, and I'm excited, and I don't know how I forgot about it, but I love him in Batman, and he has to do it.
It's interesting.
Because Batman by Scott Snyder is a masterpiece in my head. I mean, Batman by Scott Snyder made the Riddler my favorite Batman villain.
It's so funny. At my shop today, when I mentioned the news that Scott Snyder might be coming to DC to do an Ultimate Universe equivalent, she hated it. She hates Scott Snyder. Apparently, she said he ruined Batman, and I was like, "That's a hot take," but
yeah,
I respect it.
we gotta
I
get
Which
her
respect
on.
Batman?
We gotta get her
Hold
on.
on. I'm not good with names. So which Batman did he make again?
it. Batman New 52.
Remember the Omni that I have?
Oh shit! Not so. It sounds familiar. Okay.
Greg Capullo art.
Okay.
So she hates Scott Snyder like doing
Damn.
DC work, but
Oh,
I'm excited for it.
I
if
also
it's
want to
true, but-
mention. I mean, these are things that we don't have a lot of information on. Kid Cudi and Kyle Higgins are making a comic named Moon Man, and then Cody, you had mentioned something with I think also Scott Snyder.
Yeah. So Scott Snyder, his imprint
moving.
over at DC, his imprint over at Image is getting kind of like a boost. Like it's becoming one of the official imprints. Joining like Skybound and like Top Cow, like all the old head dudes. So Scott Snyder's is now in that league. It's called Mad Ghost. And there's a whole line of comics coming out of that under the Mad Ghost imprint. So
Dang. Okay.
that's pretty making moves, dude. If
Yeah,
he's
one
doing
with Tom Hardy,
all that with
you mentioned?
Image and then he's doing all that with DC, I mean,
Yeah, I think Tom Hardy's involved somehow.
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
So I saw that's this news here. Look at that, huh?
I was gonna say, why the hell do they say Batman icons Tom Hardy? But like he wasn't Batman.
Yeah, he was in Dark Knight Rises, man.
Yes, because I guess there's a lot of stuff going on, and that new imprint that's starting up. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit to like
Probably
dive too deep into it because I think it just started, but
Oh,
we'll
he's
be
right
waiting. Yeah, there he is right there. So listen, I think that's it. That's
Yeah.
New York Comic Con.
Let's move on to our last topic, and I say last as if we've had like 10. But, Cody, you're the man for this.
All right, guys, listen. We thought it'd be fun, sort of Halloween related, but not really. We're gonna be doing a tier list for the Batman movie suits.
Oof.
The Batman movie suits. We got a lot of good ones in here.
All
Got a lot of
right.
not good ones.
Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, it's live
Let's go
action
for
more
it.
than anything.
Yep.
I gotta get it with a grain of salt. There's only so much they can do, especially back in the day.
I have my S tier one. I don't know if Cody wanna...
Yeah.
Nah, we start from left to right, dude. We gotta. All right, I think we're missing one here. We might have to put it in our hearts.
Yeah.
Which one are we missing?
I think we're missing Lego Batman.
Yeah, it's not live action, but we love him. That's an S tier suit.
Yeah, it's
Lego Batman. I will add him there, just like...
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can add it in post. That's right. That's right. All right. So first up, guys. I know how much he loves when I say that. We've got the suit from Zack Snyder Justice League when he's back in time in the future.
Yeah, put that in C,
And
man. It's not a
he's
D
dusty.
suit, but it's not great.
It's nothing but a coat. I'd put it in D.
Right, like it looks like a regular Batman
put
suit,
it
but then
in
he's
D.
got like a trench coat, right?
Yeah, like it was
There's
not
no drip
invented.
involved.
Right.
They were like, oh, what if
Yeah.
he's wearing a coat on top of the suit?
He's got like just a straight
suit's
gun though. Does the gun help him out
dirty?
there at all?
No,
or-
that's not an outfit. That's a weapon.
Yeah, he doesn't get accessory points for this one.
Oh, I can do this to make him wicked big too. How's
Perfect.
that?
That's a lot better. Hell yeah.
All right. Next up, Battinson.
That's
S
an
tier.
S tier,
S tier.
100%,
Dude.
dude.
S
That's
tier.
Okay.
That suit is
People
Why
can say whatever
did-
they want, but Patterson, he did his thing, and I love the suit. So
I agree, but we got to break it down, dude. What's so cool about this G-Dang suit?
It's-
I'll start.
the cowl.
Oh, okay. You like the cowl, dude? I like the bat symbol.
Yes.
It's like knives or whatever the hell.
Yeah, you can take it out.
Clip them back.
It's,
I don't know. Is
Yeah,
that
it's
too
like a-
corny?
Here's
I
the
don't
thing. No. I think it's great. It's tactical, but it also it's
Gives her a reason to be a symbol
Yeah.
that they,
know.
know.
Yeah.
like it's a suit that I can see like every moving part, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I think you're right, dude. The cowl.
Dope.
It's probably. Yeah, I think the cowl is probably one of the better done cowls.
Yeah.
Live action for sure.
I just want to say when he does the jumping off the police station scene and like he breaks his whole body tumbling off of a bus or whatever. When he gets up and he has no cape, sick. He looks sick. I'm like, yeah, that looks dope. This whole suit's fire. Like when you get the cape off and you looking dope,
Dude,
that's how you know.
Wait, he's got like the gauntlets,
Yes.
right?
Yes, bro. He looks amazing.
This is a C. This suit goes hard as hell.
Yeah.
Yes, S class.
All right,
Can you
that's
zoom
cool.
out
I'm
just
glad we
a
all
little
agree with
bit,
that.
Cody, so I can?
Yeah,
there we
yeah.
go.
I'll probably be zooming in and out probably. 'Cause I'm-
It's just for my
just to
edit.
see
It's
the
gonna be
suit.
hell.
Why would it make it hell? It's the same size. All right. Anyways, what do we got here? Is this Christian Bale?
I think it's Batman Begins. That's like a good
Yeah, Batman
B.
Begins.
That's a good B.
I'd give it a B. I'd give it a B.
feeling B. So why do you guys say B? What are some negatives, some positives?
The cowl.
'Cause that's the classic one with the.
Yeah.
I just feel like they should have gave him more cheek space, and it would have been a lot better of a suit. I also
Cheek
just
space,
feel,
yeah.
I feel like also it's like it looks like it's not something he'd be able to move in. So I guess I know
Yeah.
like when you're thinking of superhero movies, thinking of a fucking suit being practical in a world where nothing makes sense is stupid. But it's just like he looks like he's made of rubber. Well, I
Yeah.
guess there's
100%.
other ones in here that look like that too, but we'll get to them.
Here's the thing. I feel like it just looks stiff compared to like the ones we'll get later on. Also with Christian Bale, that one's the stiffest looking one. Like it's the
Like
first.
the one that we have here.
Yeah.
Actually, looking, I'll say that. Yeah, it's fair looking, but stiffest in the movie, I have to give it to Ben Affleck. He was moving He was moving so fucking slow. I was like, Batman's getting his ass shot before he does anything if he's moving like this.
Dude, so the thing for me with this Batman Begins, and kind of sort of all the Nolan Batman movies, to be honest with you, it's like too tactical.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I feel
I'm
like
not a big fan of the too tactical
with
look.
the Pattinson suit, they kind of found like a middle ground.
Right, like it's tactical, but it looks like homemade as shit. You know what I mean? Like, which they started with in the Batman Begins when they show him like building
Making
up the
it
suit,
and all
spray
that.
painting and stuff. But it just ended up looking, I don't know, too.
Oh, also, I do want to say one of the reasons why the Pattinson suit is an S tier is because, and this is like a detail of like the suit itself, he actually has face paint under. When he takes the cowl off, you see the face paint.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they did that, and they did not ignore the fact that that's a part of the outfit.
Right, that's true. Yeah, like definitely around the eyes and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
He's all edgy talking to Alfred after. It's like,
He's like, let me get my makeup remover real quick. Just
Okay.
This is my family's legacy, Alfred.
The next
What's
one
this next one, dude?
is Adam West. And that's an S tier for me,
Oh.
100%. I mean,
I was gonna say that I felt like people hate on it, but look, thinking about the times, and also just how iconic of the gray and the
100%.
blue is what I love so much. I love the gray and blue Batman so
the gray,
fucking
the
much.
blue, but also with the yellow, dude.
It's
Yes.
fun.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that suit. And
If
plus,
they bring that back, oh, they can't because if they use Pattinson, but if they do a different Batman,
I wish they had in this list the one at the beach episode where he's wearing like a swimsuit over it, because that's perfect. I love that. There's a statue I want to buy that's just him surfing.
oh yeah, and it
That's
has
cool.
it. It has.
So okay, so you both say S.
100%.
Yes,
I mean,
bro.
what do you say?
Okay.
Because if you say
Well,
something
so-
else,
So I was so here's the thing. I was gonna say A, but it's fine. It's fine being S. I'm cool with it. The only thing I would and it's just a sign of the times, right? Like it's just a suit trapped in time. But if like I were to improve it, it literally looks like just like a, you know what I mean? Like it just looks like spandex or whatever. Like there's no protection here from whatever. But it's the Adam West Batman, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I find that makes it the most comic accurate because you're looking at all these other suits and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about stopping bullets? That's literally a piece of a shirt.
I'm with you. It's definitely right in the line. Like it was A or S. I was fine with either. All right.
I thought you were gonna put it in A, honestly, but I'm glad everybody else is on board with S tier.
Oh, dude, if I get overruled, it's fine, dude. You go to the next, you know what I'm saying? Next one. Is this what I think it is, Christian?
It's nipples.
Or
Cody,
is this,
zoom in to see if it's
that's
nipples.
not nipples. That's not nipples.
Oh, if it's not nipples, then I don't care about this one. That D tier.
There are nipples.
It's just
there
straight.
are nipples. Yeah, there are nipples.
Okay, there's nipples, but my problem is one, it's very rubbery, and two, there's a straight dick in my face. See,
Yeah, it's not a D. I like the risk they took with the like the muscles and everything. And I will
it's
say
too
I like
rubbery.
the spikes on the arms.
the
Yeah.
arm?
I feel like
Those
they
are
really
cool.
did the arm piece. And the logo's cool. I like the bat symbol.
Yeah, I
Dude,
like the
black
coloring
and the yellow.
everything.
That guy was kind of hard. That's true.
Yeah, I like the coloring and everything. It's a dope suit. Like this looks like a piece of rubber, and also the nipples would have been fine. I didn't need to see his dick outline too. That's it.
I mean, yeah,
They did-
That's pretty egregious,
I will
guys.
say they went for it.
They want you to know he's packing, right?
Dude.
Lazy.
But I mean, listen,
It's a fear
that's a
tactic.
great
Doesn't know how to-
layup to the
It's a
next
fear.
one.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, there's not much to say besides what you guys said. I'm not a big fan of the muscles.
I will
The
say
symbol goes hard. The coloring goes hard.
maybe the outline is a fear tactic.
Oh, his dick's too big. We can't fight him.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
gotta
got
back
you.
up.
He's got a weapon.
But dude, how are we feeling? This is Batman '89, right? Next
Yeah.
up, dude.
Honestly,
I
I don't mind.
I think-
I want to.
Go ahead.
I want to put it above. I still want to put it in C because it's not that great, but I would put it above, Val Kilmer, nipples and cock, because I just like the way that like the cape is actually over his shoulders, so he can hit that I'm just in the cape darkness thing. Like
right.
I love when like the cartoons or like the comics like show Batman just covered in his cape, bro. That shit looks so dope.
I think for me, dude, Christian, before you go, I'm just gonna say my piece. I think this one for me would be like a B.
I agree. I was gonna say that.
Okay. Do we think it goes? Christian, would you say it goes
I can
over?
I can I
or-
can agree, I can agree with you guys.
I can
with
say
with
B
going with
because I
I can agree
like.
with you guys on
Gotcha.
that.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing: we've moved away from the yellow symbol, but I love how much this one embraces the yellow
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and really makes it a cool thing.
I guess maybe the cowl, kind of similar to
Yeah.
our critiques about the Nolan Batman
Yeah.
Begins. The cowl is a little
It's
maybe
a
doesn't
little
hold up as
blocky.
well.
It's a little blocky. The mouth space is fine. It's just blocky as hell. So it's like, I get it. Like gives you
Yeah,
a sense of like, oh, that's why it has. Like, it gives him protection. But it's like you look like a Lego for real, for real. And we only allow that for Lego Batman. That's his space.
it's true. This
So I
one,
can agree with B. This
Okay,
one,
yeah.
This is gonna be a hot take. I would put like the Arctic Batsuit in an A, mainly just because of the
Whoa.
fact that they were like, you know what, fuck it, let's go for it. Like they took a risk, and I don't hate it that much. It's definitely not a cool suit, but I like.
I'll give you this.
Okay.
I will not go as high as A. There's no way in hell.
yeah.
I'll give you C above the nipple.
No, I'll even.
Hockey.
Look. I agree with Christian. It's a. If you told me it wasn't a Batman suit, I'd say it's a cool suit. It is a
Oh,
cool
I got
ass
you.
suit.
Right.
I just think it's very much. I got a bunch of shit from playing Injustice, so now I'm gonna make a character and do whatever I want with the clothes. So I'll put it in B, but it's behind Blocky Cow. It's behind Blocky Cow.
That's a good compromise. I think we
Yeah, it's
compromise
either
pretty well.
yeah, it's either at the end
just-
of B or at the front of C because there's no way it's hitting A. I love you, Christian, to the death of me, but fuck no.
You know, I love
see what you mean,
silly
though.
guys, dude.
I
The
know you
coloring
like
is
silly
great.
guys.
The coloring is great. The whole suit itself is dope. But if you told me it was like whatever the character's name from Invincible's live action suit, I'd be like, all right, bet. But like this as a Batman suit, I want to see Batman. Like it's cool. Again, it's cool.
To me,
but
it's like it's just to sell
another
the
toy.
Arctic Batman
Yeah,
suit.
100%. It was a toy. It was 100%
You know what I'm
a
saying?
toy, and I
So-
had it.
Yeah. I had it too.
Maybe that's got the nostalgia factor too
I
baked
had
in.
it. I had it too. I ain't gonna act like
Dude.
I didn't. I had it too.
Next up, though, dude,
I want to
how we
look.
feeling?
I don't
I feel some
love
hot
it.
takes coming. I feel some
I don't.
hot takes.
Okay, look. I don't love it, but I don't hate it enough to where it's on the same level as B. I will give it
Okay.
an A just because it is a cool. It's not the best suit at all. It's very stiff, and I don't like the symbol being fat as fuck. But as far as like a pure Batman suit goes, it has its charm. It has its charm.
I was gonna say C or D, but that's just because I hate
Wow.
it. I just honestly, I mean, I get the inspiration. It's from what's it called? Cody, you're the
It's like
man.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Or Dark
Like,
Knight Returns,
I
sorry.
get the inspiration, but it kind of.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. On a tactical level, Batman is a very skilled martial artist. He's fast. He's like the fastest man. I don't look at that suit and think, "Wow, that's a fast man." He's too bulky. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I guess the bulkiness of it, or like to me in my head, the bulkiness doesn't translate to slowness like maybe it does for you guys.
It did in the movie.
Right, and I guess that is a knock towards it, like how it actually like looked in motion.
Yeah.
I think in a
Yeah.
picture, like just right there, I think it's like I would put it A personally.
I mean, we'll
Just like
compromise.
as-
I mean,
as a
you
look.
put it A because I mean, two against
Okay,
one.
let's go. Let's
No,
go
no,
into
no.
it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Look,
Let's get it.
all of your grievances I also agree with, and all of your positives I also agree with. I
Yeah.
feel like middle ground is in between Bale and my man's in there. That's the best I can compromise.
Keaton?
for.
Yeah.
In front of Keaton, I can say there is fine.
I know it's not a D, but it's just in my heart. In my heart,
No, yeah,
And I think it's a hot take because just looking at it face value, I think it's a pretty cool
Decent
Batman
suit,
suit.
yeah.
Like
But
the
when you look
colors are
at it,
great.
Yeah.
I like the big
it
symbol.
looks
personally. I think it's cool.
nice. I know it looks nice. It's just there's a lot of
Yeah,
it
like-
that like did not hit with me personally.
Oh no, of course. That's why I agree with like if you wanting to put it in C or D, but like I also got to give it its praises for just being like on cover when it came out. I did.
Oh,
enjoy
100%.
it.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Dude, what am I looking at with this one? Is this like the classic nipple?
Is that a
one?
toy?
Now, Suin, I think it could be. Oh, I think
What the fuck is
Could
that?
be Val Kilmer's.
Doesn't even look like a Batman symbol though.
That
Does it?
is Val Kilmer, I think,
Let me
and
see.
I am putting that motherfucker in D.
I mean, I think honestly, dude, just based off the fact we didn't even know what it was.
Like
Like,
that's not
even
even.
we're like, did we mess up and put a different picture here?
I'm trying to
That
see
maybe is a
what
D.
it was.
Who is it?
I don't
Who
know
is
if
it?
it's Val Kilmer. I think
Is it not?
Val Kilmer is the outlined one in C.
Yeah,
This might be Clooney, one of the Clooney's, or
it could, but isn't Clooney Arctic?
yeah, he
Or
had like
no?
3 suits. Though.
Right. He had like a bunch of suits on. I think the Arctic was like the very end fight, right? With
Yeah,
Mr.
this
Yeah,
is
with the
this
freeze.
is this is Clooney.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is one of Clooney's earlier
Yeah, this
ones.
is Clooney, and it's a D. It's not great.
Yeah, it's not.
He looks like he cannot move from that position, and that's why they took the picture.
The gauntlets kind of go hard, though,
No,
don't
I
they?
do agree with that, but it kind of looks like he put it on, and then he was like, "Guys, hurry up, take the picture. I'm gonna freak
Yeah,
out."
he's like, this
gauntlet-
hurts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
this actually kind of
gauntlets-
hurts me.
The gauntlets do go hard, and it is Val Kilmer. It is.
Yeah, it
So,
is Clooney.
are we thinking like above Batfleck trench coat? Or...
Yeah, I still.
Yeah, it's above Batfleck's trench coat for sure. That's
Gotcha.
literally a piece of dog shit. We're not even gonna go back to that.
that.
Everything is above Batfleck with the trench coat.
Dude, when we come back with Spider-Man suits, we'll definitely
No,
have
actually,
Iron
I
Man
will
on
say
them,
the
just so you
next
know.
one is below Batfleck with the suit.
What am
It's
I?
from-
Get the okay, I'll give you.
It's
Yeah,
from Gotham.
What
it's from
is this
Gotham.
Gotham.
It's from
Have
Gotham.
you seen
and
the
it-
cowl?
No.
I'll put it up on screen. Just look it up on your phone.
Is
Don't
it
even-
bad?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
bro, it literally looks like a fucking black painted golf ball or like a volleyball or some shit. Like I don't.
Dang.
It's look. I get it. He's a kid, but why make him fucking Batman then? What was the point?
Dude, Gotham, it autofills to Gotham
really-
and then TV show cowl. Like,
Yeah, in all reality, if the way they should have ended this show is him like entering the fucking
It's
Batcave
called?
maybe? Or...
not the Batcave. He's entering like what's it called? What's
yeah.
the
This
name
one
of the-
doesn't have like the.
Ra's al Ghul and the
Oh yeah.
what's the name of their organization again? I forgot.
The organization, the League of Shadows.
Yeah, League of Shadows. Yeah, him joining the League of Shadows to train. That's where it should have ended for the show for me, honestly.
Wait, what am I looking at? The ones where he doesn't have ears?
So-
Is
so
that,
that's
like,
the
earlier
first
in
That's
show?
the-
This is not the one without ears, but it is the full suit that also looks awful. Like it looks like
Wait, there's one with ears.
yeah, this one has ears, but it's still awful. I do not like it whatsoever.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the one that with ears, it's not my favorite, but it doesn't look as bad as the one without ears. That looks like
No,
crazy.
yeah,
Is
So
the
is that the one
ears
you guys are talking about?
is the ears edited on, or that's how
no,
it's
no,
actually
that's how
looked?
it is. This is the last episode of Gotham. I don't think it's great. I don't like it. I just think it looks too simple. It doesn't translate to Batman. Like if you hadn't told me this, if I didn't know who Batman was,
That was a
Right,
cosplay.
because the color is just gray. Like
it's just great. It looks like he went to like Dick's Sporting Goods and bought a bunch of like pads, for,
And then like painted it black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
not a
if
fan
you
of that
wanna give it like a
Yeah, Cody.
a homemade
Cody, what do you
like a
think?
homemade suit scoring, I'd give it
Right.
a C.
Co-
But if you want to give it like an overall suit scoring, and they made the end of the show, you put it in fucking D.
I'll put it over the like. I would put it like first D. Like it's not worse than the cowl. Like
Okay, yeah, that's for sure.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Dude, next up, how we feeling about what is this, Nolan?
And that's,
Nolan 2?
yeah, that's the second suit. Well, he only had 2 suits because they reuse it for his vices.
Gotcha, cool. Yeah.
I would put. Honestly, I know Ivan's
I would-
criticism. I put it in A. I think it's good.
No, yeah, I actually agree. I think it's a lot.
I
It
think
looks a
so,
lot
too.
less. It's a lot
Yeah.
less stiff than the Batman Begins one. I also
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like the coloring was also a
I
little
like
bit
the belt.
saturated better.
The belt
Yeah, I
was
like the
really
belt.
nice.
Yeah, the belt
Belt's
looks a
cool.
lot better than the last movie. The belt looked loose as hell in the beginning.
Yeah,
Batman
right? It
Begins.
looked weird.
Like, it looks like it
it
can't
was
hold its own
but-
weight. Yeah,
Right, like it wasn't just like a belt, like the front part too, like the buckle was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know, something about it.
Yeah, so I could put it in A. Yeah, definitely. I could put it in A.
I think that.
I think A is a
Yeah, I
good
think
spot
there's not
for
a
it.
lot to say about this one, honestly, other than the fact that like it's a good suit.
They-
It's not
Yeah.
perfect.
They like fixed they fixed most of my criticisms with the
They just need to
You know what I
fix the
mean?
fucking cowl, and they would have been perfect. Would have been fine. Like it would have been a great suit. Like literally, I would have put
Yeah.
it in maybe even we build borderline in S tier if it may have done that.
I
Yeah.
agree. The next one is let me make sure I wrote it down because I knew we would run into this spot. The next one is
it's like the TV show,
it's
right?
the Robert
Back in the
Lowry
day.
Robert Lowry from Batman and Robin, the series from 1949. I don't want to shit on it. It's a C for
Look,
me.
yeah, I was gonna say that. Look, I know we want to be nice because it's the times and shit, but it literally looks like there's pins holding it up.
Yeah, it's not the worst
Yeah.
one. I will say it's still not D for me, but the bat sign is too high, and you cannot see the ears. The ears are pointy as hell, and like they're
Okay.
like sideways. But it makes me laugh.
So he looks.
It makes me laugh enough for me to be like, okay, it's not that bad. At least
Is
they got
this
a
where they?
reaction.
Is like were they looking? Did Batmite out or did Batmite get the inspiration from this? Because that's like how his ears are.
Yes, that might have been Batman. Might have been like, hey,
Oh, this is the one where the ears are like this.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a totally.
it makes me laugh.
It's like too homemade. It's homemade in a way that the Adam West one. It's just like.
It makes me laugh enough to say like, okay, this is not the worst, Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean,
I think for me,
I can't say it's kind of cool. I can't do that. I'm not that nice. It's
to me, it kind of goes in this area here.
it's aged. It's it's vintage.
Okay,
you know?
if you
It's
want to put
vintage.
it in D, that's
No. I'm not putting it in D, but I'm just saying.
Cody. How do
we
you
could
feel?
leave it as we could leave it as C. I'd say they both do definite damage because cock and nips is not any better than that. I'll be honest. Whether this is for children to watch, it's for those to watch. I feel like it could be put above it.
Cody, how do you?
Yeah,
feel?
I guess
Just from this like going on what they had, but if I'm being like taken out times,
it's true. It's true, dude. If you think about it, right? Christian, when did you say this came out? 1940.
1949.
So I mean, that's like, I mean, you got like what, a couple of years. You don't have a lot of material to work with in terms of.
oh yeah, so I give it that. I give it.
Just
I give
after
it that
the
C.
war.
No, yeah,
That's
I give
true.
it that. I give it the C, but I'm just saying, like, if I wasn't going off time,
I agree
it's
with
going
Ivan.
straight to like D.
100%.
It
It's
kind of
terrible.
looks like the
Yeah.
Gotham by Gaslights.
A little bit. All right. Is this Batman Returns?
That's Keaton. Yeah, I think the other Keaton we put up might have been the newest one from the Flash. But I think it rested the same.
newest one. I see.
That,
I think it might have.
that one. I personally do not like that suit. I think
I didn't know
it's
they
I
included
think it's
the.
booty.
So I thought this
think
one
it's
was
booty.
Batman '89, and then this one was Batman
I do
Returns.
not like that suit. I think it's booty buns.
I mean, I
to be
think
honest with you.
I would put it in B.
The,
Or
the
C.
the one I'm highlighting
Yeah.
now.
B or C.
What are some like?
I put it in C.
It's too stiff, so
I wouldn't put it
stiff.
above anything. If anything, I'd put it in between
In between.
cock and balls.
yeah.
That's a pretty good spot. for it.
It's definitely better than Now I put it in between Larry and like right under Batfleck. Does that make sense?
Oh my bad. I thought I.
Oh no. Like I was just talking. I wasn't trying to correct you.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I had to
I
explain
think that's
it.
where I would put it too.
I'll agree with it. I'll agree with it. I'll co-sign.
I guess the cape flap thing
Yeah,
looks weird right
it's
there.
it's
like
too
right there.
stiff. It looks
What
like a
is that
toy.
for?
Yeah.
Hey yo, what?
Yeah. Not feeling that. I just noticed that. It's like the
That
only
man's
thing I
got
look at.
shoulder
Now.
pads. Like who has shoulder pads?
Looks more like Owlman or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's not Watchmen.
Watchmen or
This is
something.
this is for kids.
Who's this dude? Who's next?
This
up?
is Lewis Wilson. This is the first ever Batman suit in live.
Okay,
action.
hold on, wait, no, hold on, time out. What the
I know
fuck?
what you're about to say.
What the fuck then?
Yeah.
What happened in 49? What the fuck?
I know exactly what you're saying, dude.
Listen, okay,
Either we putting that motherfucker at the end of B, or we got to put the other one a little bit back in the list of C, because there's no way.
Okay, I was gonna say this. I'd be happy with putting him in A if we take Robert Lowry down to D.
I see what
Robert
you mean.
Lowry.
So this guy down to D, and this guy up to.
A because it's the first one. Like this is 1943.
Yeah, I could give it that, and it actually looks decent.
Yeah,
I put it.
it
in A.
actually
I
looks
put it
pretty
in A.
good.
The cowl is not the best, but whatever.
because it's fine. Yeah, but I'm looking at it from my point of view. I'm only seeing shoulders down, and it looks fine for me. And it looks.
You know what? This one might have a better belt than the Adam West one.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Honestly,
I kind of
yeah.
like the blocky.
That's
look,
why,
but
that's
not
what
like-
I'm wondering. Where did the was it the war that fucked them up? The budget was that bad?
It's a good question, dude.
This is mid-war
Honestly.
too. This is 1943.
That's a good
So what
spot
the
for it.
fuck happened?
I don't listen. I'm just happy we have it.
What is this? What am I looking at here, dude? Is this like the beginning
That's
of?
the other Clooney suit.
Is this? But like, what scene
that's-
is this like?
I think that's Kilmer. Let me
It's
see.
not. It's not.
Yeah, that's
Which
Val,
one-
that-
which
that's
one
Val
does he-
Kilmer.
Okay,
That's his like main suit, the shiny silver one, which I don't like. Not enough to put in D, but it's
Silver?
good enough to put in like C. Last of C though.
I could
You
put it
think?
last.
Like
to see.
exactly where I put it, like
Yeah, it's not.
instinctually.
It's good enough to where it could be in C.
It's
but
what I
not
grew
bad
up
enough
with.
to
Like
where it
it's
could
the
be.
first Batman suit I ever saw, probably.
I think the first Batman suit I ever saw was the Batman and Robin, the Arctic suit and shit. But even then, I was like, I'm gonna get the toy and shit because it looks awesome. But I know this ain't
Yeah.
Batman. I know this ain't Batman.
I mean, dude, are there any last minute corrections to be made? I think this is pretty good.
I'm happy with it. You want to do for the audio listeners?
Yep.
It's done. Thank
Here's
you.
the S tier. Yeah, audio listeners, kick rocks. You're gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to check out the video now.
Why don't you
S-tier.
fuckers give us views and find out who we are?
Actually, it's kind of funny that because like you can see the video on Spotify.
LOL.
Here, I'll do.
Okay, Apple Music listeners, go fuck yourselves.
That's you, Ivan.
Hey, look, I'm not. I listen to this on the YouTube channel. I give you a view, baby.
Dude, listen. I will say though, our S tier. I mean, it's gotta be. We got the S tier Pattinson, S tier Adam West.
Yes.
I mean, Nolan being an A
Yeah.
for suit number 2 is pretty good.
And
Yeah.
then we have the. Let me
First
go back to
Batman
the
suit.
name. The Lewis Wilson.
The hottest take I can see here by far is gonna be the Batfleck suit.
I feel like if anybody
They're gonna
watches
hate you
this as
guys
a
for that.
Batman fan,
Oh,
is
they
definitely
can
gonna
hate
get
me
on us,
for it.
man.
I don't care.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna see me about it. But the whole point is, this is my opinion. If you're mad about my opinion, make your own fucking list.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
we are all about the fact that like we're just stupid sometimes. And maybe if they don't agree with us, that's cool, man. They don't have to. I agree with myself, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is great stuff. We had a lot of great compromises. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me for the ranking of the live action Batman suits.
I just also want to say, if you expected like us to dive deep in each of these suits' criterias, we're wearing costumes of Gengar,
It's true.
Mothman, and a skeleton. Take what you
It's
get.
true.
Yeah.
It's true. That's it. That's all we got, guys. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. I will say, let's not forget S tier Lego Batman. We put him up there. We love that little
true.
guy. He's great.
Absolutely, dude. That's the list, guys. Take a screenshot, print it out, put it on your fridge.
Imagine we
It's
see this on
looking
Reddit
good.
and everybody's just dragging it. Like, yo, these guys are fucking dumb.
Hey, more views, baby.
yeah.
That's it for this one, though.
Okay.
Christian,
Yeah. You want to go?
let's get out of here, dude.
Let's get out of here.
A little over an hour.
Yeah,
let's
you
call
wanna-
it quits.
Do you want me to send you off? I'll actually.
Okay.
Cody, what are your last words before we go to Ivan?
All
and let
right.
him do his thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Color Break. This was episode 31, guys. Your third favorite comic book podcast. 31 episodes young. Look at us innovating. Nobody pods like us. Who's putting on costumes, guys? That's it.
Yeah.
Make sure to give us a like. Give me a like, honestly, just because my head's so sweaty. To be honest,
No, real shit. I've been holding in this laugh like all day, and I don't know if y'all gonna put this in or not, but watching the balls on Cody's head go crazy every time he talks.
I'm
like
gonna
nod.
keep it in for the episode. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you saw me like periodically every time like after in the beginning because I couldn't hold it at first. Like I would just go off. The side
dude,
of
you
the
know what's
camera.
weird is that the wires on the top, like when it moves, it's like shifting my whole head. Like the way these like have momentum and like swinging me around.
I'm sorry, buddy. I
But
have
anyways.
to keep this on the episode, Cody.
Bro, I just saw
Yeah,
it go,
yeah,
like,
this is great.
The balls on your
Like
head are
that.
important.
like he's trying to like talk about this new comics coming out and it's, it's just like,
But yeah, that's my final
Yeah,
words.
Cody,
dude. That's it. I'm just thankful, guys, for listening.
Yeah,
man. That's
Ivan,
it.
what's your thoughts? What's your final words?
My final words, I hope you enjoyed this 31st episode. I'm happy to be back. It's been a while, of course. I still want to say congratulations to the writers for getting, their deal. Congratulations
Oh
to
yeah,
y'all.
the writer.
And,
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully,
I wanna-
Movie Boy's coming back soon.
Yeah.
But,
I also want to, continue to show support to the actors out there going for their wages. You guys deserve that. So no matter what, one part's finished. We still got the other two, and I'm okay to wait to come back. I love being back here. I love you guys. I am going to come back TikTok soon. So
Yeah.
Oh,
You look.
he said it.
You
He
look
said it
really
now.
bright, Ivan. What is that?
yeah, I got some lights. I have to return
Nice,
the one
dude.
you let me borrow, but I got some lights and everything. I got a little phone tripod if I want to do this on my fly for
Yeah,
filming.
he's been taking
So you know,
classes in editing.
yeah, I might need to go on a little refresher course on the keyframes again, but I do remember most of them. So yeah, I'll be back. I do want to stream after I unpack and get all my stuff out. But
Yeah, dude.
yeah, I want to get it out before hopefully like Spider-Man 2 loses buzz. But yeah,
Dude,
thanks
I'm
for
gonna be
having me
streaming
on.
that. I'm gonna be TikTok streaming that. I think, guys. Look forward to that.
If there's
I'm pumped for
multiplayer,
Spider-Man.
we definitely have to run something like
That'd
somehow.
be cool.
Yeah, I do want to say, for all our lovely listeners and viewers, just know that I would never paint my face for anyone else but you. You guys are an important part of this whole ordeal. Honestly, I love making this show. Don't know why I'm getting so emotional on Halloween, but that's a part of life, you know. Say hi to the people you love, and if you don't love anyone, say hi to us.
All right,
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah,
I
goodbye.
can dig it.
Bye.